Hi guys. So, welcome to another sit and chat video. I was trying to rush and do this video as a short or reel, however you see it, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube. But I don't want to rush information when it comes to RV living, whether it's switching out RVs or whatever the case may be, because we want to make sure we're not just inspirational, but we're educational. I want to make sure that if you're going through the same thing, you think about some of these things before they hit you in the face. So the kids are just waking up. You may see them come through this door, but this is their home. So I was just reading my word, and then I was planning out how I want the day to go and the week to go. And I want to inform or just bring it to anyone's attention that there's a lot that needs to be done before the RV that you just bought even comes to you. Ours, we do a walkthrough on Friday and it's delivered on Saturday. Um, so the first thing I want to go over is the switch out, right? So if you're currently living in an RV or a house, you have to figure. I'm not gonna do the house thing because we've done that. That's not our reality right now. It's RV to RV. You have to figure out how you're going to take the stuff in this current RV over to the next RV. When I say think about the time it's going to take to do it and the way you want to do it, what goes into that? What goes into that is um, where are you going to park the new RV? Are you going to bring the new RV to where you are? Pay for a whole nother lot? You got to remember, we already pay monthly here. So now, are we going to invest and pay for another lot and for how long? We're on a budget here, right? So a week is a week enough time? A week where we are is still $224. I think that's $224 we can put on the blinds that need to be put in the new RV or the comforter sets that the children need, right? You gotta think about all that. But it's a cost that we have to pay because I need the new rig to be hooked up, the air conditioner to be on, make sure everything works perfectly. And as long as it needs to be, I need to make sure the breaker can hold the air conditioners because we know that this unit pops if we turn this air conditioner on along with that one. So we gotta make sure that's not a problem. You gotta make sure the water is filtered and ready. You gotta clean those tanks. You have to make sure that if you need to set off a bomb, sometimes when you buy these new bug bombs, so sometimes you buy these new rigs, they they be sitting, they be sitting. Another thing here in Florida that every people have been having problems with is because the humidity is so high, mold. So when we saw the RV, we saw no mold. But when those RVs just start sitting, because it rains every day and it's still so hot, mold can set in very, very quickly. Hold on just a second. Are you guys okay? Okay. So you got to think about that, right? So we have chosen to we booked a week, another lot that's like 8 lots down, but that's all they had available to bring the new rig in, turn it on, hook it up, let the power run, the electricity run, the water run, the air run, check for any leaks, check for the water, how is it working, make sure we either get a softener, make sure a filter is on it, clean the tanks. That's a whole nother job. Um, Make sure the air conditioners are cleaned out, all the things, okay? And when you move into a new RV, if you set off a bug bomb, you have to let that sit. Then you still got to go in and clean every corner of that RV. Now, with that being said, me saying that I have to clean every corner of their RV, most of this is on your girl. Zay got to work. We want Zay to work, right? We don't want to put nothing else on his back because he's doing his part. He's working. And if Zay was available, Zay would definitely help me clean, but he's just not available. He's still in the middle of a contract that has a deadline. So he has to work, work, work. So this is where I was thinking about outsourcing my cleaning. I was like, I wonder if I can have a cleaning crew, maybe one or two ladies, come here to the park. And once the bug bomb goes off, because you got to make sure there's no insects or little, because it's a used unit. I think it was sitting for a little while. Make sure there's no little critters anywhere. Once that fog settles, clean it. My reasoning of thinking about outsourcing, which I think I'm going to call and get pricing today, if I have to still maintain a level of calmness because the most I want that for me. I still have to maintain a sense of, because I don't want to be snapping on my kids because I'm overworked and it's like 100 degrees here in Florida. Um, and it's going to be a lot of work. So my thing is like, so am I going to leave my kids in this RV to go eight RVs down to clean that one? They can't go in there until it's clean. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea of leaving them in here um, at all, really, at all, really. Jeremiah could watch them all, but so this is why I was thinking about outsourcing. So I'm gonna call today. Jeremiah, I see you. You okay? Okay. Um, I was thinking about outsourcing. So just calling like a company that like clean houses and see if they can clean my RV for me. Don't know how much it'll cost. I'm gonna call and check and I'll let you guys know in case you want to do it. I think that outsourcing this and help me mentally is yes, it's more money out of our pockets, but would it save the stress for me and for Zay seeing me tripping? Zay don't like seeing me tripping. Hold on. And so we're gonna call and get some prices today with cleaning companies and see how much it will cost to totally clean RV from the front to the back. Get inside the cabinets, take some good old pine saw, get in there, clean that floor for me, all of that. Plus walls, everything. It'll make it, you're done? Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. Thank you, baby. And also it'll give us a good head start on painting. You know, you gotta clean those walls before you paint. Get anything that was on them off. So that's something you have to think about if you want to outsource the cleaning. And how long you're gonna pay for that lot. So you got a fog being blown on it to make sure there's no bugs, then cleaning. 9 times out of 10, it's better to paint, especially if you're spraying it. Like you want to make sure the ceiling is white and all that, because right now it's cream and we don't want that. Mm-mm. But if you're going to spray, that's going to take more time. I don't think a week is long enough to get that done. And then let it dry and then move your stuff. So that's another thing you have to think about. Are you outsourcing your painting? If you are, a week is not long enough. A week is not long enough. But this is the thing. So if you're paying for 2 lots, no, not yet. Just give me a second, okay? Tell everybody hi.
Hi.
Come right here so they can see you. Right here. Right here. No, right here. Right here. There you go. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, let mommy finish, okay? So they just woke up. Okay, so but then the thing is, so we just spent all of our savings to get the new rig, which is fine because we're still blessed. Because what if we didn't have it, right? Got to count. Look at the cup half full. So then you're like, okay, so you have this rig. One of them got to go. We got 7 days. This one got to go. So then that means we can't paint before we move in. So you got to think about that. How are you really wanting to do that? Now, if your RV is hooked up on somebody's land and you can just bring both of them all over and you take your time and get it done, that's not your problem, is it? You just take your time. That's not our reality. This RV has to be sold ASAP. ASAP. The next thing you have to think about is when you finally get it bombed, cleaned, you got to take all your stuff out of this one and organize it over there because you have to still live. The kids still need a comfortable place to lay their heads. You still need to cook every day, all of the things, right? Now, yes, I would do like family trays from different restaurants, whatever. That's just not affordable with having to pay somebody to come and tow it. I'm gonna get to that one in a minute. And trying to pay somebody to clean it and all of the things. I don't think me outsourcing eating out family meals, it would be great. Now, if I had the money, I'd be running it. Only because it'll take me thinking about what they're gonna eat. If you're a mom, you know it's great to have to think about what they everybody's gonna eat, but it could become a whole chore because you're just like, I don't know what else. I done ran out of meals. I done ran out of ideas. You know, and then if you find a meal on the internet that you want to cook, you probably ain't got the groceries. So now you gotta load them all up. So anyway, focus, Amber. So I would outsource the meals. It'd be great because first of all, it'll take that off my back. Also, I don't have to heat up anything. I'm having a hard time keeping up with meals because the outside breaker keep popping in the tent for the oven, and the inside we can't put any fire or any heat in the house because this air conditioner doesn't want to work because I think the breaker is weak. And it's just too hot. Like this is a 30 amp unit. It doesn't want to run two air conditioners. It just can't pull it. Don't even talk about running an air conditioner and turn on the microwave. It's a whole. We should do a video on that. Okay, so outsourcing meals would be great if you can do. I recommend doing outsourcing your meals at least for 2, 3 of those days in that week. Just a family meal where the kids can go in there and put them another taco together, or put them some chicken and some mashed potatoes and some corn on a plate. Something where they can go fix their plates. They're not hungry, you're not frustrated, and things are getting done, and there's still a peaceful house. So outsourcing cleaning, outsourcing eating, if you can afford it. If not, you gotta do what you gotta do. The next thing I want to talk about is now, once you get everything switched over, what you gonna do with your rig you in? This is for us that already live in RV life, that pay lot rent monthly, and then trying to bring in another RV because we did not trade. We bought private. So, Jeremiah, can you get a shirt on for me? So, so now I got to think about me and Zay got to figure out, do we want to? Because we took our stuff off the walls, but we need our stuff. So I have plastered it, but do we want to go in and paint everything back up, or do you want to sell as is? I don't think we have the energy to go through this rig and paint everything. We're gonna sell it as is, which means we won't get as much. Hey, Tora, somebody, somebody leave her alone. Which means we won't get as much as we wanted to out of this rig because it's a DIY as is rig, a RV at this point. Meaning, this is what you get. You're gonna have to remodel it however you want it, but what you see is what you get. That's probably going to hurt us about by probably $2,000. You just cannot get what you want if it's not moving ready. Which is another reason why we got ours because we have to do some different things. Think about that. That's another thing to think about. Are you going to remodel it or are you going to sell it as is? How soon do you want it to sell it? So what we're going to do, I'm going to try to, like, I've already got pictures of this side and that side of the kitchen and living room. I'm going to try to clean my room today and get pictures of the room so that they can see it. And then we're going to try to get the kids done sometime this week. And we're going to pre-post it, letting people know this rig is about to be on for sale on this day. That way they can be trying to get their ducks in a row so they can come get this. We don't want it on the market. We don't want to list it for more than 2 days. Normally, all of our stuff sells within 48 hours because we price it to sell. Like, get this out of our hair so that we can just focus on a new start. So, um, no, I think maybe one more thing I want to go over with you guys really quick is how you're going to get their rig to you. So we're going from a travel trailer to a toy haul, no, to a fifth wheel. So right now the RV pulls behind the truck, but the new rig, the RV is going to go inside of the back of the truck and pull. So there's a different hitch that needs to be bought, and you guys know they know what he want when it comes to a hitch, but that hitch is expensive. So right now, for the moment, it's cheaper for us to pay somebody to haul it because it's only an hour away. So hauling it in is only like $250 versus $500 to $800 for the hitch that they want long term, right? Hey Jeremiah, I can see him, but then I can't. Oh, let's make sure you got a shirt on. Put your goods up. Um. So yeah. So think about how you want it to be brought in. One more thing. So we're actually moving this RV on Friday to the new lot that we just paid for and bringing the new RV here. We're bringing this RV to the new lot, the new RV to this lot because we don't because once the tow people bring it, we don't want to move it until Zay gets a new hitch, and hopefully we can get that within the next 4 weeks. Um, so that's a whole nother thing. So there's gonna be a lot going on. I hope you guys are ready to see content every day. Um, Posting this much content is a lot for me, but I gotta share this work, right? I gotta share balancing, being a mom, an RV mom. It's a lot that goes into being an RV mom. So yeah, I do all the stuff that house mom do, but I also gotta be roll up my sleeves a lot and do what I got to do when it comes to the black tank, when it comes to when you're buying a new one and moving it and all kinds of stuff, trying to figure out how to get the kids out more often because our space is so small. We don't want to just sit in the house all day. But yes, so with this video being at 15 minutes and they are being very active, I need to get off of here. But I wanted to put that on your mind and out of my brain into your brain and talk about that. We are planning on doing 60 days starting on the day that the rig hits the lot, which will put us at like September 28th for it to be done. And we're planning on have an RV warming party. And that's just us showing you how we renovated it. But we do have, hey, Tora, come here, baby. We do have an RV registry of things that we need for the new RV or just for the children. Come here, because you're being loud. So you sit with me, okay? It just got all kinds of stuff. It has stuff for you're gonna be quiet and be good. Let me finish talking to them first, okay? Okay. So on the registry, it has things that the children want. So first of all, they broke their TV. Peyton, if you've been watching the vlogs, you know that we got rid of the dresser and the TV was on this little table. Peyton got off her bunk, fell, landed on the TV, and crashed it. So they have no TV. And we can't buy them a TV right now. So I'm trying to find things to keep them occupied because they're children still. And I can't be in their face all day. I need them to go figure out how not to be bored. So we are going to try to plan and buy them a lot of more board games. So there are board games on the registry. Tori's birthday is Friday. She has a little RV toy car on there, just one, because we don't have no place to put it. So she just gets, we're gonna buy her a bike, and then she gets that toy, and then I'm gonna bake her a cake. That's it. And so look, her birthday is Friday. My birthday is the week after. Peyton's birthday is within the same week as mine, and Judah's birthday is on August 18th. So we got the 25th of July. I'm August 2nd. Peyton August 5th. Judah August 18th. So be with us. But we like to um, celebrate birthdays, to be thankful and happy that the Most High kept us together. Because even in the Bible, we know how old everyone is because they kept track. I don't know if they did cakes and stuff, but they did keep track of how old they are. And be thankful that you got to live because not everybody make it a whole nother year. So hallelujah to that. So yeah, so the registry has stuff like that. The knobs, dehumidifier because mold is running rapid in houses here in Florida, all kinds of stuff. I get the vacuum now in the new RV. Got some carpet up in there. Got a vacuum on there. Now the espresso machine and the stand mixer that I want is not on Amazon. It's on Walmart. So we'll get that later. But we do have our registry, and then the cash out will be in this video below. If anyone wants to help move this process along, send tokens of love and appreciation for just our content. Um, because we like to inspire and educate you guys on large family, living tiny, on the Most High, and on all things RV and being bright and sparkly. So I hope that this video is very informational and educational when it comes to before the rig ever gets here. And we will keep this content rolling so that you can see this whole process. So I'm going to go. I spent enough time on here. I got to do this mom thing. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.